Jacob's creations, heart and soul, turning resin into gold, crafting wonders, work of art, a vision born from your own heart.
Hey guys, sorry if it's a little loud. I got my fan in the window. It's almost 80 degrees here, so I'm just trying to stay cool. For today's project, I'm going to try and use this mold to make a snow globe, essentially. So I found this mold on Temu. Essentially the way it works is it's meant for making like a clear dome, and then the dome would sit on the base here. So I got the idea when I found this mold that it would be a cool way to try and make like a snow globe rather than trying to find something to stuff inside or whatnot. So I'm going to try it out, see how it works. I'm going to be using my Bondcrafter epoxy resin, and I got the big cup out because I'm also going to be doing another project here as well. So I'm just going to get both these poured at once. And yeah, so I will get some resin mixed up and then I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so I am back and I got a couple things set up here. So I got all my resin mixed up. For the base of this, I mixed up a little bit of resin here. I used my Great Chameleon powder from Let's Resin. Thought that'd be a pretty color to do for the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and get that poured. I'm going to do it properly this time and actually pour it while it's in my curing machine base.
Winds are calling across the plains, footsteps echo on untamed terrain, chasing dreams that never rest, with a wild heart beating in my chest. Through the mountains, through the seas, finding peace in the whispering breeze, pouring reason, sealing the cracks, finding serenity on untamed tracks. Past uncharted trails untold, stories carved in the earth so bold. The compass spins but I won't stray, adventurous song guides my way. Under starlight, under skies so wide where shadows fall and secrets hide, I pour the resin, amend the scars, and find my calm beneath the stars. Through the mountains, through the seas, finding peace in the whispering breeze, pouring resin, sealing the cracks, finding serenity on untamed tracks. new sunrise, and every turn a fresh surprise. The road unwinds, but I'll always roam. For every horizon feels like home. For every horizon feels like home.
I guess I'm just gonna call that good. So then I also have this little unicorn here that I kind of dusted a little bit. My thinking is I want to see if it'll fit on the base, and I was gonna put it inside the shaker, but I have no idea if it'll fit in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and try it. If it doesn't work, then I just have a pretty unicorn figurine to use for some other project if need be. Okay. Can't really spray alcohol on that one. So yeah, I will get this over to the curing machine, get it cured, and then I will be back when it's time to take everything out. We'll see how it all turned out. See you guys then. All right, guys. So I'm back, and these have cured. So I am ready to go ahead and take them out. Start with the base here first. And there's a couple bubbles I can already see that I missed. There we go. So there's the base. I'm pretty sure this goes this way. All right, I'm going to do this unicorn next, get it out of the way. Turned out kind of pretty. The question is, though, is whether or not it's going to fit. We'll see. This, however, is going to be the true wonder here. Oh, that popped out pretty good. Come on. There we go. There we have that. So that's what this looks like all together here. The real question. Yeah, it kind of fits in there. Kind of being the key thing. If it wasn't for the tail, it would fit perfectly. So I don't know if I want to try shaving the tail down a little bit, maybe. Not 100% sure how I want to go about doing that. Kind of looks like I would either have to shave the horn down or shave the tail off. All right, so I will figure out how I want to do that. And then I will be back and we'll work on getting the rest of this done. See you guys in a few. All right, guys. So I decided against messing with the unicorn. It was a good idea, but it's too big. So I decided instead I'm going to put this little teddy bear in here. I think that'll work out. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this stuck here with some UV resin. So I'm just going to put a couple dots where his feet are in the front and figure out where the back is going to sit.
In a resin world where colors gleam, a teddy bear sits in a crystal dream. Swirling flakes dance in the air, blue and white, a magic so rare. Shake the glow, let the magic flow. Snowflakes fall, oh, a peaceful glow. Frozen moments capture tight in blue and white, a frosty light. A tiny bear with a gentle stare, trapped in time but it doesn't care. Swirls of wonder, frozen flight in a resin shell. Day turns to night. Shake the globe, let the magic flow. Snowflakes fall, oh, a peaceful glow. Frozen moments capture tight in blue and white, a frosty light. The world inside, it turns magic flow. Snowflakes fall, all a peaceful glow. Frozen moments captured tight in blue and white, a frosty light. In blue and white, a frosty light.
Okay. So the only thing I'm trying to think of at this point is how I want to attach the dome to the base. I'm not quite sure how I want to do that yet. I was thinking about dumping this in and then putting that on and then drilling a hole. Otherwise, I would have to hold it upside down, put the resin on, and then put this in. Mm. Be easier if I did it this way, but this is the bottom, so. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. I know how I'm going to do it. So, I'm going to dump this stuff in to the bottom, but I'm going to try and keep it all around the base of the bear. And then I'll use one of my brushes to kind of sweep everything up closer to them. Hello. Okay. So then what I'm going to do for this to make sure it's all sealed in here is I'm just going to drip my resin in around the edge. So it might not be the prettiest, but we'll see. Okay. All right, let that cure for about 5 minutes, and then I will check and see if I got to do a little bit more around there or if it's secure, and then I will be back when it's time to get it filled up. All right, guys, I am back. So I got this all attached and everything, and what I decided to do was I'm just using the mold here to kind of hold it in place. And then I just use my drill to drill a small hole in the bottom. And then I'm going to take my needle here and I'm going to use that to fill this up. So for my filler with this, I'm going to just use some baby oil. I'm going to need a lot of it, so I am prepared to be here for a little bit doing this. I just realized my mic is sitting on the table and not on me, so hopefully you guys can hear all this. But just to show you guys, then we have our shaker partially filled. So I'm going to go ahead and get this filled up the rest of the way. I'm not going to bore you guys with watching me do that. I'll get this filled up, and then I'm just going to use some UV resin to fill this hole in, and then I will be back when it's done, and we'll see how it looks all together. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so I got everything done. I got it all filled. So for the hole, I'm sorry I did all this off camera, but for the hole, I just used a tool here and kind of scraped a little bit of the high viscosity over it, just in a kind of as flat as I could, to just to seal it, so that no resin was getting down inside the stuff here. And then I went over with my high viscosity and just domed the entire bottom, and then I just cured that. So without further ado, I just shuck it up. I'm not gonna shake it up too much because I want you to be able to see the teddy bear in here first. So there's our teddy bear, and then there is my little snow globe. Everything's sealed in. It's not leaking anywhere. There's no oil coming out, so that's awesome. Yeah, overall, I don't think it's too bad. I definitely don't think I'm going to use this if I do this again, because if you can see in there, it's really clinging to the teddy bear. But it's also, I guess that's kind of the whole point of like a snow globe, is for it to take its time settling. But I feel like that's taking way too long to settle. So I guess we'll just have to kind of wait and see. But yeah, I don't think I'll use this again if I do another one of these. I think the teddy bear was a cute adaptation. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Definitely looking forward to this, especially for winter time. Do like some snowmen or Santa ones. Yeah. Overall, I think that turned out pretty cute. like I said, let me know what you think in the comments. Feel free to like and share the video. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. On a side note with that one, I've been keeping an eye on it. I am, as of the last time I checked here today, I am 2 subscribers away from my first 100. So that is extremely huge for me, especially because I've only been doing this for, you know, a short amount of time, in my opinion. I've only had my channel up and going for a couple months. I only have like 31. This will be 32 videos posted. So, I just want to take a second and thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel, everyone that comments on a regular basis. I really appreciate it. Everyone that's given me shout outs, Marva over at Marvelous Artsy. I just got one today from Renee. I do not remember the full name of her channel off the top of my head, unfortunately. I know Andy over at CCUK, Custom Crafting, Carving, and Epoxy. I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing an interview with him in a couple weeks here. I know when he did Marva's Live that they shouted me out on that one as well. So, again, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And I look forward to continuing my journey with my resin work with you guys by my side and supporting me. And gonna make it, my new goal is gonna be to hit 200, and yeah, I look forward to all of it. So I will see you guys back for my next project. In the meantime, however, I hope everyone stays creative, everyone stays happy and healthy, and I will see you guys then. That is all for now. Bye.